Welcome, my soapy family. If you thought the drama in Yosef was done after that wedding, you've got another thing coming. 2026 is hitting us with some serious twists, and let me tell you, the honeymoon phase is well and truly over. Before we dive into the chaos, a huge thank you to our members. You guys keep this channel going. If you're not a member yet, just hit that join button below. It really helps us bring you these detailed stories. And hey, if you're enjoying the recap, a super thanks donation is an awesome way to show some love. Or even just letting those ads play for a bit. Right, let's get into it. Don't get left behind. There's a must-have platform for all your spoilers and story updates. Past episodes, tonight's drama, or what's coming next. It's all here, accurate, and easy to find. Curious about a character's relationships or confusing plot twists? This platform has the answers, covering nearly every soapy on South African TV. Don't wait, go to tvsa.info now. Links in the description, and be sure to share it with fellow fans who love staying ahead of the story. So Thursday, the 1st of January 2026, episode 174, kicks off with Seher feeling all sorts of mixed vibes about this planned honeymoon with Yaman. It's supposed to be romantic, but with everything that's happened, she's just not sure where they stand. Meanwhile, our boy Ibo is on a mission to find out who's been leaving him these mysterious gifts, playing Cupid from the shadows. But the real bombshell drops for Firat, who stumbles onto some seriously upsetting news about someone close to him, news that's going to stir up a whole lot of trouble. It's a fresh year, but the old dramas are just getting warmed up. Friday the 2nd of January, episode 175 sees Yaman and Seher finally off on their honeymoon, trying to navigate the awkward silence between the pretend marriage and their very real tangled feelings. Back home, Kara finally admits to Kiraz that she's been trying to push Ibo away, scared of getting hurt again. And Firat, he's sitting with Neslihan's wallet, staring at a photo inside that just doesn't add up, leaving him confused and wondering what secrets she's keeping. The puzzle pieces are starting to scatter everywhere. Come Monday, the 5th of January, episode 176 finds Yaman and Seher on their trip, and against the beautiful backdrop, they actually start talking, really talking, deepening their bond as they reflect on their painful pasts. It's a fragile moment. Ibrahim, meanwhile, is anxiously pacing, waiting for Kara to confess her true feelings. But the peace is shattered when a visitor arrives at the mansion looking for Yaman, carrying a file of information that has the power to change absolutely everything he thinks he knows. Tuesday, January the 6th, episode 177 shows us a Yaman who is absolutely furious after reading that file. He storms off without a word to Seher, and his sudden cold absence leaves her sick with worry back at the mansion. Neslihan, trying to distract herself from her own woes, makes a kind gesture towards Firat, who's helping her. And poor Kara, she simply doesn't have the courage to face Ibo and tell him what's really in her heart. So she just avoids him, making everything worse. By Wednesday the 7th of January, episode 178, Yaman is stewing in this new information about Seher, information that paints her in a terrible light. He's dealing with it by plotting pure revenge, and his target is Salim, who he believes is at the center of this betrayal. He leaves the mansion with a dark plan in his eyes, completely unaware that he might be walking right into a trap set by those who want to tear him and Seher apart for good. Thursday, the 8th of January, episode 179 reveals Yaman's rage is at a boiling point over the contents of that file. He's convinced of Seher's guilt, but old Senga, who's seen it all, tries to assure Yaman that Seher is a good person, that there's more to the story. Yaman's too angry to listen. In another part of town, Ibo's heart is shattered into pieces when he finally confronts Kara, and things go horribly wrong, leaving him devastated and alone. On Friday the 9th of January, Episode 180. Seher has finally had enough of Yaman's punishing silence. She corners him and demands he talk to her, but he shuts her down completely, his eyes full of a cold contempt that chills her to the bone. Meanwhile, Neslihan is distraught when she sees the full cost of the course she wants to take, feeling her dreams slip away. And the slimy Bora? He devises a cruel plan to teach Neslihan a lesson for daring to have ambitions, setting her up for a major fall. Soapies move fast, and missing one detail can change everything. If you want reliable soapy spoilers, episode history and future storylines all in one place, there's a powerful platform you should be using. From forgotten plots to character relationships and major twists, this platform gives you clarity when the story gets confusing. And yes, it covers almost every soapy on South African TV. Don't guess, no. Visit TVSA Info now. The link is in the description below. Share this with a true soapy fan who hates missing a thing. Monday, the 12th of January, episode 181 opens with Kiraz trying her best to convince a heartbroken Igbo not to leave town to fight for Kara. Seher, meanwhile, is determined to find out exactly what turned Yaman so viciously against her, and Neslihan, poor thing, finds herself in a very difficult situation because of Bora's manipulations, stuck between her dreams and a mounting sense of dread about the price she's being asked to pay. Tuesday, January the 13th, episode 182, shows Yaman at his most cruel. He's furious with Sarah, fully believing she has been lying to him this whole time, and he makes sure she knows it with every cutting word. Farhat tries his best to gather evidence to help Neslihan out of her mess, but he finds his hands are tied by the system and Bora's clever scheming. The walls are closing in on everyone. Wednesday, the 14th of January, episode 183 finds Farhat struggling hard to gather solid evidence for Neslihan's case against Bora, hitting dead end after dead end. In the Kirimli mansion, Seher is struggling even more, not knowing how to keep pretending everything is fine with Yaman in front of his watchful family. The weight of their broken marriage is becoming too heavy to hide behind polite smiles and empty gestures. Thursday, the 15th of January, episode 184 makes Farhat deeply uncomfortable with the growing suspicious friendship between Bora and Neslihan. Sensing the danger she's in, Igbo, tired of the games, finally puts Kara in her place, giving her a piece of his mind. And at a family dinner, Seher and Yaman struggle desperately to keep up appearances in front of Nurkan, their forced civility a thin veil over the war raging between them. On Friday, the 16th of January, episode 185, a desperate seer speaks to Nadia about her impossible situation with Yaman, seeking some motherly advice. Bora, that snake, is finalizing his sneaky plan to financially and emotionally crush Neslihan for daring to defy him. And in a brutal confrontation, Yaman makes absolutely sure Sarah understands the depth of his disgust and what he truly thinks of her, leaving her completely broken. Every soapy fan knows the frustration of missing an episode or forgetting a key detail. That's why you need a trusted platform that keeps you informed at all times. From past episodes to tonight's drama and what's coming next, this platform delivers accurate spoilers and clear answers. Wondering about a character's history, relationships, or major turning points? It's all there, and it covers nearly every soapy on South African TV. Stop guessing and stay ahead of the story. Visit tvsa.info now. The link is waiting for you in the description below. Share this with someone who takes their soapies seriously. Monday, the 19th of January, episode 186, brings a small moment of peace as Kara finally opens up to Igbo about her fears. But the storm is brewing elsewhere. When Yaman and Seher separately visit their father's graves, they each make a solemn promise, Yaman for revenge, Seher for justice, promises that are tragically putting them on a direct collision course destined to destroy each other. Tuesday, January the 20th, episode 187 shows Seher expertly hiding her heartbreak as Yaman's cruelty towards her deepens even further. Neslihan's joy about her course is shadowed by the unseen trap Bora has set, ready to snap shut. And watching all this unfold, Zuhal starts weaving her way back into Yaman's trust, seeing her perfect opportunity to get rid of Seher for good. Wednesday, the 21st of January, episode 188, has Yaman solidifying his vow to take a terrible revenge on Seher, his mind made up. Neslihan, still blind to the danger, is excitedly preparing for her course, and Firat, he can't deny it anymore. His protective feelings for Neslihan are growing stronger by the day, making him more determined to save her from the mess she's in. Thursday, the 22nd of January, episode 189 is a turning point for Seher. After a moment where she couldn't be there for Yosef because of all this drama, she decides enough is enough and starts to stand up for herself. Meanwhile, Adalet is getting seriously worried about all the money Neslihan is spending on this course, and Bora, sensing something is very wrong. Friday, the 23rd of January, episode 190, breaks our hearts a little as little Yosef voices his sadness about how little time he, Yaman and Seher are spending together as a family. Neslihan, desperate to keep Bora's approval, takes a drastic and risky step to please him, and Seher, realizing talk is getting her nowhere, takes action and visits a family law attorney, preparing for a battle she never wanted. Soapies are full of twists, and one missed episode can leave you lost. That's why every true fan needs a reliable platform that keeps everything clear and up to date. Whether you're checking past storylines, following tonight's episode, or looking ahead to what's coming, this platform gives you accurate spoilers and detailed answers. From character relationships to major plot turns, it covers almost every soapie on South African TV. Stay informed, stay ahead. Visit TVSA Info now. The link is in the description below. And don't keep it to yourself, share it with a fellow soapie fan. Monday, the 2006th of January, episode 191, shows Zuhal trying to impress Yosef with her baking skills, clearly aiming to replace Seher in his life too. Seher, after speaking with Adalet, gets an idea to secure her own future, but Yaman, frustrated by everything, takes his anger out on Seher once more, which only makes her more determined than ever to break free from his control. On Tuesday, the 27th of January, episode 192, the icy tension between Seher and Yaman is making poor Zia so uncomfortable he doesn't know where to look. Neslihan, completely smitten and blinded by Bora's attention, is walking deeper into his web, unaware of the financial ruin that waits for her at the center of it. Wednesday, the 28th of January, episode 193 sees Seher accidentally getting into trouble, and despite all his anger, Yaman's instincts kick in, and he's there in a flash to save her, a confusing moment for them both. Zaya, hoping to fix things, tries to get Seher and Yaman to spend some time together. And a worried Adalet starts following Neslihan, determined to uncover the truth about Bora. Thursday, the 29th of January, episode 194, has Adalet finally confronting Neslihan, warning her straight that she's hanging out with the wrong people who are only using her. At the mansion, Seher and Yaman's feud is briefly put on hold as they both become genuinely worried about Yosef's health, a shared concern that reminds them of what's truly important. And finally, Friday the 30th of January, episode 195 ends the month on a heavy note. Denial and heartbreak completely cloud Yaman and Seher's judgment as they're forced to navigate an unthinkable reality about their future. In a poignant moment, old Senga shares his own past grief, and the way it mirrors the present pain is something no one expected, leaving everyone to wonder if history is doomed to repeat itself in this family. Don't get left behind. There's a must-have platform for all your spoilers and story updates. Past episodes, tonight's drama, or what's coming next. It's all here, accurate, and easy to find. Curious about a character's relationships or confusing plot twists? This platform has the answers, covering nearly every soapie on South African TV. Don't wait, go to tvsa.info now. Links in the description, and be sure to share it with fellow fans who love staying ahead of the story. And there you have it, friends. A roller coaster of a month in Yosef. Can this family find its way back from the brink? You'll have to catch the episodes on ETV and E Extra at 5:30, Monday to Friday, to see what happens next. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please help. Give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, share it with your friends, and tell us in the comments who you're supporting in all this drama. Until next time, stay tuned and take care.